What's number 6 doing, chat? What's he doing? What's he doing? He's taking a route. Taking a route. Again, easy. Via, that is not right. Via, you are wrong. Everyone laugh at Via. Free life. What? Nah, I love you, Via. No, I'm interested. I've not seen any teams really do this, especially on the side that OpTic are on. And the fact that, remember, whatever you do not see is going to give your teammates information. He's cleared the right. He knows that there's nobody there. He's going to use process of elimination. If nobody's come to this side of the map, obviously he's going to call out, yo, maybe one person's here, they're stacking towards this, and he's taking the timing. So I want you guys to start thinking. It's not the pinching that I really care about. It's the kind of the thought process behind it. The fact that, guys, one of the biggest problems I see with platinum players is they don't have this thinking ahead, pattern recognition, problem solving mindset. They're so worried about what's going on literally right in front of them rather than using what they see in front of their screen. This is what we call spatial awareness. What they see in front of your screen to give you a prediction or a guess of what the enemy teams could be doing. And then he sees nothing here. He's like, okay, they're either doing this and this. I know there's nobody here. Why? Because I know they'd be playing that early and they'd be playing to pick it up early. So that's why he's making the play. I need you guys, especially in ranked, to start getting away from your little square and then using that as leverage, basically. Yes, they are 2v3 statue. So now it takes on this guy. They have to wait for this guy he's calling out the entire time that he sees nothing on the right, which means for these guys, okay, they know at least one person's going to be here or plus one's going to be here, right? So in my head straight away, if Shotty says, yo, I see nothing right, I'm like, oh shit, okay. They've got numbers on this side for sure. So guess what? What do you have to do, Waleed? Think about it. What do you have to do instantly when you get that piece of info? No. We don't ape. We don't ape. No. Why do we not ape? Why do we not want these guys to ape? Think about it. You look at the pros who lift the trophies. You dream about seeing your name in the lights. You wish you could be good enough to make content. You wish you could be good enough to be on that stage. But nothing is changing. You're so hard stuck and you wish you could be earning the big money in the CDL. The same mistakes, the same frustrations. And the real fear isn't losing games. You look around, seeing players that you used to beat, getting better than you, beating you. You don't know why. My name is Diril. I am the 2023 Call of Duty World Champion, 15 years at the top level, 5 major titles. I want to work with serious players who are done guessing and want the exact system that built world champions. Champions like Priester, like Hydra, like Skies. These CDL champions don't lie. I am opening slots for me for my 8-hour World Championship coaching. This is a full one-to-one built entirely around you. You get everything. Nothing is gate kept. Your habits fixed. Your strategy rebuilt from the ground up. This is transformation. Players who have done this have gone on to play for top challenger teams, some of which are in the Pro League. One player went from platinum to top 250 in 16 hours. This isn't a coincidence. That's a system with deliberate, purposeful practice. This could be you. You're going to leave being a different player and a different human. If you're serious about your improvement and you're serious about seeing your name in the lights, I'm opening up slots for me. Spaces are limited. They're limited because I put time into you. Do not wait. Do not waste another year. Think about it. They're down numbers. Arentings, welcome to the chat, buddy. But this is the mindset shift that I'm trying to get it out, right? This is a form of adapting that a lot of players on teams don't do. This is part of the situational aspect. Like whatever information I have in the moment, I have to make a decision always to the numbers that we have. So right here, they don't have numbers, so they can't ape. Because then if they do it, if they don't play their life and they don't buy enough time for this guy pinching, but you can kill number 7 easily on time, you can. But they've got them cut. They're going to get them cut. 100%. I agree. I do agree. So I'm expecting number 7 to play kind of a little bit passive, get on time, make it white, play towards the back. But We'll see how they play.
Maybe it's the weekend of scrims, but the fact is
We got one.
3 weeks and okay.
We got two.
Dashy is shooting that.
And look at him. Look at Mr. Shotzi right there. Oh! We did all that for that. Honestly, honestly, that's the worst. When my boy's pinching, he's calling out, yo, stay alive. I'm pinching, I'm pinching, I'm pinching. Everybody stay alive. He's then late into the play because we've activated too early. And guess what? We activated too early. Everyone's dead. They turn around. It's a 2v1. Paris with the time. This is static. You were here a minute ago. Where are you, my man? Forget flipping of the spawns. Just forget flipping of the spawns, right? So flipping the spawns good, right? Whatever. We're pushing through to try and flip. Very good. 14 seconds. Our win condition is to get new, right? To get control of new, to get progression of new, to get the kills. We're counting. We know we're looking for 2. If we count, we're looking at our kill feed. We're counting on the scoreboard, and we know 2 is spawned out, right? Numbers in favor of OpTic. But what's good about these 2? I don't need you dispersing. I need you playing together, Ken. Right here, Ken. Why? They got numbers. Guys, I need you to start having rules, scripts. When a game is fast, you do not have time to think. When you have numbers, when you have info, make it a rule to ape together. Just keep it simple. FaZe did a really good job yesterday when they beat whoever the hell that they beat. I can't remember who they beat, but they beat somebody, right? But the fact that when they had numbers, they weren't scared to die. Guys, I need you to stop being scared to die when you have numbers. The more you play to die, the less you actually die. Why? Because you're taking timings you think you don't have. In reality, you do have, right? So right here, when you get numbers, you're looking for people. You know what your win condition is. You're hive-minding. You have the same goal, the same decision, the same idea. I do not care what it looks like. You ape together to take the same fights. That's it. We're not trading. We're team shooting. When you have numbers, you know what your win condition is. You look at your minimap, you know where you're guessing, you're assuming, you're predicting where people are going to be. You're using the information of your minimap. We're using our numbers to hit together and take the same fights. These are the moments where you hold each other's johns, you hold each other's, you're in a chain and just go together to look for the same fights, right? That's what I need you guys to start doing, especially in ranked. When you have count your kill feed, you have these certain rules, these certain we call trigger events. Play to ape together. That's it. Look at them, we're looking together. Boom, we're flying together, we're flying together. And then we can play the next wave. Once we know where they're spawning, we can then know based on the wave what we think they're going to be doing. That's how we then start to predict. Once we know where they're spawning, we know the timings based on the weapons we have, based on our flow, based on information, we can then position ourselves. One thing with you guys is you guys ain't pros, right? You can't use any weapon in any situation. Understand the power of the weapon you have. If you have an SMG, predict where enemies are going to be. Position yourself so you're taking short range fights. Look at him. Keep taking SMG fights.
I think that's kind of what you're looking for if you're a
bit of a sticky one still, but you get the idea. And then they end up spawning towards the back. Now, number 5 spawns out. He's going to be like, yo, turn around, turn around, turn around. I know. Huka spawned up and he's screaming, yo, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. And then Shotzi can make a play off it. Now, Shotzi's the first guy in flow. We have numbers again. So what we could do together, if we wanted, we can ape out. Whatever decision you do, as long as you're on the same page about what you want to do, you either do it together or you adapt, you could do anything. So right here, I hope they bang out.
It's a glimpse of our
Can we bang out? Yes. Good man. Good man. See, he's a bit late, but it's all good. It's Dashy. It's all good. It's all good. He's ironing probably. All right. Okay. 48 seconds. We're on the second wave. Right here. Talk to me, chat. We're on the second wave. 48 seconds. What's our win condition? Someone just give it to me. What's the win condition right now? It's to soak. Right? We're soaking. Okay? All right. We're trying to soak. We're trying to get time. Okay? All right. Let's break it down. What number is this guy in the flow? Are you still hard stuck? You've been grinding, ranked, you're still platinum, you're still diamond, you're still crimson. You're bad at the game. You're bad because you've never been taught how the top 0.1% of players actually think. Players like you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours practicing the wrong things. You build bad habits. And you know what the worst part is? You don't even know what that is. You don't know what you don't know. So nothing improves no matter how many games you put in, no matter how many YouTubers you watch. I'm D-Real. I'm the 2023 World Champion. I have distilled 15 years of competitive experience and knowledge into a course that gives you the exact same system, the mindset, and the mechanics that built world champions. Learning from players like Crimsix, Hydra, Sib, Neptune. Not tips, not tricks. You're going to get pro level strategy, movement, aim drills, positioning, and a mindset with all of these. All instantly downloadable for you. You stop losing gunfights you know you should win. You start climbing the ladders. Join the hundreds of people who have already downloaded this course and have already seen instant improvements. Go to dreal.co.uk, click this here, or go to the courses, download tonight, play differently tomorrow. This is where your improvement actually starts. You'll spend more money on a controller or a gaming chair, but you won't spend any money to help you learn instantly. You decide. What number is he? Anyone not named Fortable? What number is he in the flow? He's number 1. All right. We'll come back to number 1 in a minute. Based on his position, we know where they're spawning, right? Or it's basically these lines are through the hill now, right? So we know where they're spawning based on his position, right? It's the scales, baby. It's the scales, all right? Okay, so now we know where they're spawning. We know potentially based on his positioning what timings they have. And we know what number off spawn they're going to be when it comes to player tracking, right? If you count on your kill feed, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he knows they're coming off spawn. Right, Ken? Ken, they know they're coming off spawn. All right, Ken. If he's the first guy in flow, what do you expect him to do? What do you expect him to do? What do you reckon? Because now we have map progression, we're spawning them deep. Okay. Now we're in a power position, which means we're going to give ourselves the best chance of winning our fights. We have an SMG. What do you think he's going to do? Yeah. So now we're going into the second wave. Ken is absolutely spot on. He's going to try and buy time. He can use his free life if he wants. He has a free life. Exactly, Static. He's trying to get the first kill of the next wave in order to make it a 4v3, right? And stagger their next break, okay? And he's trying to get specific info. Guys, what does it mean? What do I mean by specific info? What does that even mean? Who goes where and how many? Spawns, routes, timings. Because remember, guys, Pro COD is a game about getting into the best positions to win your gunfight, to get map progression, and to get information. If I know exactly, either through a call out or looking at my minimap, where you are, I, in my head, know how long it'll take you to do a certain route. I know what type of decision I need to make in order for the win condition or to play my kill. Exactly. So like right here, I can then know, based on whatever Hugh does, what this guy could do, what this guy could do, and what this guy could do. This is one element of what we call reading the pressure. Reading the pressure means where is a bulk of the enemies going to be progressing in order to break the hill for you to then shift to play to trade. Because remember, guys, ultimately at the end of the day, Call of Duty every single wave is about playing to trade from advantageous positions. If I know where you're coming from, I know where you're going, I can time my stuns, I can time my nades, I can time my Charles, I can use teamwork, I can use angles, I can camera, I can do all of these different things in order to give myself the best chance to trade. That's why it's so important. So let's see how he plays it.
Now it is all optic. You can see 9 kills
Being annoying.
P2 control.
Oh! Wow! Wow. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Why is coach gonna cry? Why? No. Look at it from Hugh's POV. Hey, Drafts, look at it from Hugh's POV, right? Why do I like what Hugh's done? And I'll tell you, Ken, why I don't like what you do, especially when you have the timing, okay? Especially if you have the timing and the map control and you have a clean wave, right? I hate this. I hate this when people play their lives as the first guy, and I will tell you why in a minute. But look at how Hugh plays it, right?
9 kills in a row.
What's he doing? Do you see how he knows where you're spawning? He knows potentially what routes you could take. He's centered, ready for that fight. They do not know exactly where he is. They are funneling him. Why are choke points and funnels so important? Especially when you're playing. All right, drafts, hold on. Drafts, hold on a minute. Right here. Let's talk about Hugh's POV, right? He's centered on a funnel, right? His crosshairs ready in case somebody flies out this way. But why? Why is this so important? Why is this, from a micro perspective, why is this so good? Not to kill more people. What does it limit Paris doing? What does it limit? What does it limit? Just tell me. Simpler. Like don't overthink it. Don't deep it. Easier kills, right? It limits their options. They can and movement. Yeah. Good. It limits what they can do. Remember what I said earlier about Call of Duty is a game, or Pro COD is a game about getting into the best positions? Why? Because we want to increase your chance of winning a fight, and we want to decrease theirs. And this is exactly, Ken, good. It's an off angle where we limit what options they have. It's either they go front or backwards. They can't do anything else. When you limit the options enemies have and you force them, they can't do this, they can't do this, they have to go either left or right, then it increases your chance of winning that fight. Now, they don't know where Hugh is exactly. They don't know where he is exactly. He could be anywhere. He could be here, still here, like what Ken's playing it here. He could be here, right? This is an advantageous position. It's on them to clear all of these different lanes. When you are not in a position of power, when you have to clear things, the other guy gets the advantage. If I know where you are and I know potentially where you have to be going, I have the advantage because I'm just looking at one thing. They've got to be looking at 50, 60, 70, 80 different things. Well, not really, but you get what I'm saying. They have to clear. They're in a position of weakness, right? That's why Pro COD is about getting into the best positions quicker than your enemies, because the position is how you majority will get your kills. So in this position, they don't know where Hugh is. He's centered, ready for them. He's in an SMG angle. He's taking an SMG fight, which is for his subs. That's why he's going forward. Now, Ken, with all this in mind, why do you not think I don't like you playing P1? Just sitting there as the first guy. As the first guy with the free life. Why do you think I hate it? Why do you think I hate it if you just sat here? And think about it if you're Paris. So I want you guys to think about it deeper now. Think about it like you're pro players. How many of Paris do you see here? And what do you see that they're going to do? How many of Paris do you see here? Look at what they're clearing first as their game plan. Their game plan's to get P1 first. They are going to, so Ken, if you sit P1, you ain't buying any time. You ain't going to buy that much time. Do you want to know why you're not buying that much time? Because Paris are going to 3v1 you. They are going to stun. They're going to stun. And they are going to bang you. Right? They're about to bang, so him buying time, allow reinforcements. Exactly. So that's why I don't like you sitting, Ken, is because once you allow Paris to clear all of this, think about it. Think about it, you're playing, right? You start clearing your side of P1, you're thinking, all right, they're going to be in P1. All right, that's the next thing I'm going to check, right? So then you go, and it makes it easier for you to clear because you're not worried about so many other things. They're going to stun you, they're going to nade you, they're going to do all this shit. Now, yeah, your teammates can come into the play, blah, 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 but still, you're not as impactful, in my opinion, as you could be. So you might as well take fights early. Why? My guy, you're going to spawn here, right? So look what happens. He's not ready. He has his knife out. Why? Because he's not ready for Kyler to make that play. He's not centered for him. His gun's out. He's getting his stun ready. Why? Because in his head, he's trying to clear P1. So it's the numbers game again, reduce the amount of numbers. Exactly. Yes. So now what we're trying to do is get the first kill of the next wave. And this is what I'm saying is, in my opinion, I think people, they're so scared of making a play because they're dying, and then the play that they ultimately make ends up getting them killed anyway because it's not the play they should be doing. Right here, if you play to die and you stagger their push, that is one less person for the break, which means they got to wait. If you get another wave, they're not going to break with 2. There you go. Bang. Exactly. So now if you're an SMG, you then play SMG positions based on where you think they're spawning or where they could be going, and you just take fights. Now it's slightly different. Okay, if you're an AR, bet. I've seen people like Ernie put their AR in a position of power and iron this. Fair enough. That's slightly different. Or if you're an AR and you pick up an SMG and you use your free life, then go for it. Right? But ideally, if you can, in my opinion, you should do it. What it does, reduces their wave. There you go. That's one less person. He's not even ready for it, and then he's gonna trade him. Right? And now look, and now we're in a position where we can trade off specific information at 40 seconds left. And guess what? Kyler's gonna spawn close. Duke's gonna spawn close to do it again. Well, I'm just giving you a whole thing. Okay, ignore this situation, but you get what I'm saying. So let's say if they don't double it, let's say it's just one, and they were blocking at the same time. All good. We're fine here, but number 2 doesn't spawn here. But look how far they end up spawning out, right? To do it again. If he's not there, look at him. We've got a guaranteed another 15 seconds from just one play, right?
44 to 17.
And even then, we're still getting time.
So 30 seconds remaining on this hard point. One is
you know what I'm saying?
Back, instantly picked up.
So same here. Look at number 5. Look at number 5. Well, if Dan doesn't get a 2E. All right. Ken, hold on, Ken. Yes, you're right. Yes. But what else? What is this? What is this called? 35 seconds. Your win condition is to soak the next wave. We know where they're going to be spawning. What is he doing, big man? Talk to me, big dog. What is he doing?
Yeah,
What has he got?
Just unreal movement out of this guy. We all know that. And again, just a free.
What has he got?
Positive for shots early on. Yeah, just unreal movement.
What is this? What do we call it? Come on, Ken. I know you listening, Ken. I know you listening. What is this called? And why is this important? Ken, don't let me down. No, he's using a free life. He's using his free life here. Why is he using his free life? They're forcing them blue, so the only place they can wrap back is P2. Good, but he's using his free life, big dog. He's taking fights. We're getting info early. You're right, 100%, Ken, 100%. We're cutting you at 25. Good, but he has a free life to do so. The king of the free life. But this is the point I'm trying to get you guys to understand is Pro COD is about getting to the next best position before your opponents, right? This is the timing aspect. Right, your positioning makes the gunfight. Look at how he plays this here. He's got a free life here. He's thinking ahead. He knows where you're spawning. He's cut in the hardest route to new at 30 seconds, but he also has a free life to do so. He's playing aggressive, right? Because what you'll find is you might find at 34 seconds, because that's at least 2 more waves. 2 more waves. You might find people just play passive like this. You see plenty of teams play passive and let them take routes. And then they turn around for it, right? But what he's doing, he's using his free life, guaranteeing that hardest route, easiest route for them to new, hardest route for them, and then he's playing a good position to take the fights, and he can play a hybrid spot to help either location. This is a hybrid spot because you can go either location from that. It stops an awkward gunfight on P4-2 and stops them getting back out 100%. But my point is at 34 seconds, it's okay. It's fine if they do. Because their win condition here is to soak and play trades. But right now, he's getting active doing so. He's getting active doing so because guess what? If he dies here, he's just going to spawn here and he layers. This is another version of layering. We're layering because we're taking the fights early. If we take our timings and fights early, we're less predictable. The way he does it is he's playing a good position based on where he thinks you are coming from. That's the point I'm trying to make here, right? Without hesitating. Going. Go, 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 go. Not hesitating, using that free life. Hey, he might die P1, but 5's watching over him. Because what are we doing? There you go, we know where 1 is. Now we have numbers. Now it guarantees it guarantees basically 20 seconds. This is anticipation. This is prediction. This is how I want you guys to stop worrying. Human centipede, shut up. This is how I want you guys to stop worrying about like what's your little square in front of you, but looking at the map from like an overall perspective. He's cooking a nade because he knows somebody's in hill. Use your frags, use your utilities to set up fights. The biggest problem I have with you guys in ranked is you guys do not use your stuns. You guys do not use your nades. You don't use your stuns to stop regens. You don't use your stuns for information. You don't use your stuns to read the pressure. You don't use your stuns to clear timings. You don't use your frags to clear power positions. I don't care if Dashi might have a trophy or not. Look at Sib right here with an SMG. He knows he's not... You should know the amount of hours you put into the game that, yeah, if there's somebody in the hill, I'm going to clear where I think he could be. I don't know where he's going to be. I'm just going to clear where I think he's going to be. He's using a nade, fragging a power position to then take a fight off that. Right? Look at this. Look. He doesn't know he's here. He's just predicting he's going to be here. Why? Because you're thinking about the map overall rather than just your little square. Look at him, predicting where he's going to be, gets him weak, dictates, because now he's got the advantage because he's weak. He knows he can't really reach out. Or if anything, he's going to do this. And now he can take a fight off that with an SMG. There you go. Makes a play. Right? And I need you guys to start using your utility way more than you do. It's actually annoying. I hate it. I typed it out and realized how nasty it was. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right. What is this? What is this from Optic? What is this from Optic? Right here. What is this? Right now. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Hey, Jonah, I like you. I like you, Jonah. I like you. Good answer. Everyone else, you're goddamn stupid. But you're right. You're right at the same time. It's a 3-1, now in a 4v3. So good job. Now we're in a 4v3. What do we do? Watch out! Watch out! Hey! Guys, if I hear a one-shot call, what are we doing? If I hate this, what are we doing? If I hear a one shot on the left, I am aping. We are going. So right here, I don't care what gun you have. I don't care what position you play. If we got numbers and my boy says, watch out! If he screams, watch out! We are going. Guys, in ranked, if we get numbers and you see my boy with no health bar, chill, we are going. We are pre-firing. I'm thinking, all right, you're on the left corner. I'm pre-firing. No hezzy. No hesitation. Look at him. No hezzy. Just fighting. We get one. You hit the guy one shot. Bang! Aping. Aping. All good though. We didn't break. And then they'll start pushing out. Yeah, 100%. And look at them. Look at how tight they're playing. They're in positions where not only can they trade, they can team fight. He's going to chal off a nade. Boom. You see that? We're challenging off a nade. We're challenging off a nade. Look at that. We're taking fights off a nade. And then now we're trying to play for trade. He has an SMG, so he's not taking that fight. Again, your position will dictate the fight. Now look at him. Look at him. Okay, guys. This is what I need you guys to lock in for. Because this, I see this so much, even with Iri players. Iridescent players and Crimson players, right? What do you see Mercules do here? What gun does Mercules have? Actually, two things. What does Dashi do here? What does Dashi do here? Break it down for me. What do we reckon? What's Dashi doing here? Pre-fire his nade, right? He slows the push. He slows the push, using a frag to slow the push. But most importantly, he's taking fights off his nade. He's taking fights off his nade because if he hits someone, he has the advantage when he cameras, right? Look at him. He's reading that the push is coming from front. He's going to pre-fire the nade based on where he thinks people are going to be. He doesn't know Neptune's here. He might think, yo, someone could be front around this area, right? He's using it. And then he's immediately challenging off a nade. Because even if he gets 3 bullets into the guy, the nade should kill him and vice versa. Right? I need to have you on board. We'll see. So, okay, now, this is what I need you guys to do. This is pro player, right? What weapon does Mercules have? Yes. Look at the weapon he has. Look at the guy. The guy's in a power position with an AR, right? He has an SMG. This is discipline from Mercules. Understand the fights you are taking. Don't just mindlessly keep taking fights, right? The more repetitions you get, the more you scream, the more you play better plays, and the more mindful of this, you will start to like know what fights you can take, what fights are high percentage, what fights are low. It starts to become we call it intuition. This is pattern recognition, right? Look at him. He's not taking a fight he doesn't think he can win. He's not trying to scam off the hill, and he's trying to play his life. He's playing his life, making this guy run to him because they're about to win, while he has an SMG in a position of power. Now look at how he plays it.
Mercules just trying to stay.
Pop glitches, snakes him, basically snakes him, tries to take the fight, plays high, and then takes the second fight with an SMG. And somehow gets the third. I don't care about the third. You ain't get. I'm sorry, chat. You guys ain't gonna be getting the third, but you might get the first 2. This is you can't teach that. Whatever. But like, look how he plays the first 2, right? Look how he plays the first. Look how he plays the second. He's then predicting where the next guys come in. Slide cancels out. Somehow gets the. I don't care about the third. Whatever.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing for you guys watching, is your flow, your awareness. That tells you what your job is. Like, what do you need to do during the wave? What is your job? What lanes you need to pick up? Once you know where they're spawning, once you know timings, once you predict where people are coming from, you can then position yourself based on the weapon you have. You get numbers, you get rules, you get scripts, you can bang out, you can trade. Put your weapon in a good position. Pro COD is a game about getting into the best position you can to help you win that fight. And then, yeah, you hit one shots, I want you going. Oh, yeah, Merc knows they don't have to challenge. Yeah, 100%. He knows they have to challenge him, that's why he does that. He knows they have to challenge him, so he's going to catch them sprinting while he has an SMG. So that's perfect. Right here. That's good. And then he's catching the second guy because they're about to win. So that's fine. But my point is, don't get bogged down about like the fact that they have to run towards him. My point is, understand the position of power that you have with the weapon you have sets up your fight. And then you can determine like what fights you want to take, what you don't want to. A lot of people that I work with, they'll end up full square in this when they have ARs. And it's like, you're losing that 7 times out of 10 because you've got an SMG. You ain't God. You ain't. Until you get to that level where your gunny is good, you don't have to take them fights. You know, when people talk about COD intuition, this is what they mean. Intuition is just another word for pattern recognition. The more you play, whether you think about it or not, you'll start to realize what fights you can take and what fights you can't take with the weapon you have. And I remember Sib used to work on this on Modern Warfare 3. He's like, oh, some fights I can take with an AR, other fights I have to have an SMG because I'm never going to win it. Right? So like right here, some players may never sit here with an AR. Why? Because they feel like they can never win it. Right? Then it's like, oh no, I'm going to play this. But you always see players like Dashi, ARs play out. Why? Because they're trying to take AR fights where they can. Now, you throw it out the window when people are one shot, you're trading, then fine. Throw it out the window and just play to trade. That's where the AR is like, both roles is like a game within a game sometimes. It's like, how do you position yourself for your one kill? And then how do you throw that out when you have numbers, when you have trades, when you have progression? And that's where the skill starts to come into it.